This is the entire Harry Potter collection. This is every single book that currently exists. I have read this entire collection of books over 4 or 5 times. I don't know. Once you get past 3, it's like, okay, dude, we get it. For a lot of people, including myself, this series was your childhood. And it was my childhood. I think my favorite movie is number 3, but my favorite book is number 6. Which might be a little bit of a controversial opinion, but we'll get there. We'll watch those movies. We'll get there. What I am planning to do over these next 3 days is stupid. It's just real stupid. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I want to do this. Over the next 3 days, I will be watching and reacting to every single Harry Potter movie. Today, I'm planning to do 1 and 2. Tomorrow, I'll do 3, 4, 5. And on Monday, I'm taking a day off from work to do this. Just don't at me. I'm going to be doing 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to be looking at the Rotten Tomatoes score for any of these movies because I just want to enjoy them. And what I'm doing in terms of my movie commentary is I am creating one large commentary that you're probably watching right now with every single reaction that I had over the next 8 commentaries. I haven't started yet. I really hope I'm still smiling by the end of it in 2 days. And for those who don't want to watch the entire marathon, there is a playlist in the description with every single movie commentary. So I have created a movie commentary for all 8 movies and a highlight video, a marathon video for all 8. I hope that makes sense. So the one you're watching now is all 8 combined, but if you want to watch them individually, it's in the description, all in a playlist. This is gonna be my month. I'm gonna record these over the next 3 days, and then for the next month, I'm just gonna be editing. Whose idea was this? Why am I doing this? How long is the Harry Potter entire collection?
According to HITC, as highlighted by Mashable, all 8 installments make up a collective runtime of 1,178 minutes.
How long is 1,178 minutes in hours?
1,170 minutes is equal to 19.5 hours.
Oh my god. Alright, 19.5 hours. Let's get started. If you're planning on sitting down and watching this entire marathon video or any of the individual movie commentaries that I create, subscribe. Please, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers so I can finally make some chump change for all of the content that I've been making over these years. But if you don't, that's totally fine too. So sit down, relax, grab some popcorn, grab some food, grab a pizza. Make sure you have some water nearby because, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a long one. I'm excited. I'm dead set excited to do all of these movies. It's going to be an absolute pain. People are going to ask me at work on Tuesday, hey, why'd you take a day off yesterday? And then I have to explain to them, yeah, I watched all of the Harry Potter movies. And then that's gonna be it. They're gonna ask, what? Why'd you do that? Bro, I don't know.
Thanks.
No worries. Yeah, anytime, yeah. I'll pop that glass out for you anytime. Oh my god, dude. The letterbox is horizontal. Why are you doing it like that? Do it across. My guy. That's so inefficient. Come on. Yeah, see, I told you. Don't do it like this. Do it like this. I assume it's more sturdy. A little known fact, if you haven't read the books, Hagrid got in the second movie. We find out Hagrid got kicked out of Hogwarts, and he didn't actually throw away his wand when they broke it. So when he got kicked out, they actually broke his wand. Hagrid didn't chuck away his wand, he put it all in the umbrella, and that's why he can still use magic. I'm a nerd. Watching this for the first time has just got to be such an experience. Because I've seen these movies quite a few times, I'm still, happy whenever I see them. But man, watching this for the first time as a child, that must have been just so amazing. I can't wait to have kids just to show them these movies.
He's not Fred
I am. I'm sorry, George.
Well, if you stop dressing them in the damn same clothes all the time, you'll be able to distinguish them. Just get them like... There are... How many colors are in the world? Just get one red, one green. That's it, Fred, George. Why do you keep dressing them in blue all the time?
Begin.
I'm sure I'm a knowledge here again. Alright, the Great Hall is like on here, and then just below them is the kitchens run by the house elves. So when it's time to eat, and Dumbledore's like, hey, it's time to eat, boys, the elves just like send it up. That's all. Just letting you know. Nearly headless. How can you nearly headless?
Like this?
Like this.
You won't make a fool of yourself. It's in your blood.
How does she already know this? Like, she's already checked out all the awards for the school? And memorized all the names? That's crazy. Is that the same McGonagall? Was that the same McGonagall, or was that like a descendant of the McGonagalls? It's a... That's fun to say.
Perhaps you're to go. Might wake up.
What? See what I mean? This movie needs subtitles, so we can understand what people are saying, because everyone's just too British. Oh, come on, Hagrid. He really coated his fingers in that. He was like, let me get real deep in that unicorn blood.
See that?
You got a lot of it on your fingers. I can't stop looking at it.
The one wizard Voldemort always feared.
I love this. I love this bit so much.
Dumbledore. As long as Dumbledore's around, Harry,
Yep.
you're safe.
Uh-huh.
As
long as he's
Dumbledore's
around.
You can't be touched.
Can't be touched at all. As long as Dumbledore's here, Harry's perfectly fine. He's perfectly fine. He's okay. No harm's gonna come to him.
I'm afraid Professor Dumbledore is not here.
Oh wow, looks like he's not here. How convenient.
Next to him, who would suspect? Stuttering Professor Quirrell.
It's insane that the stutter was a whole bit as well. Like, he faked the stutter. That's how well he was doing it. To like, divert attention off of him. Divert suspicion. This is, how do you sleep? Like, does Quirrell like go to sleep and then the other side takes over? Like, when he goes to bed, does he always have to sleep on his side because he can't sleep on his back? Like, does he sleep on his front? So Voldemort is in the perfect position and he can just sleep fit. I've got so many questions about having a person on the back of your head. Do they share ears? How about that? How about that question? So it's two heads, yet they share an ear. So, if Quirrell loses his hearing, so does Voldemort. So if Quirrell needs to get earpieces, what are they called? Headphones? No, that's not right.
You liar!
Kill him!
That CGI is pretty... Holy cow, he's like Superman. Is this ability explained? I feel like it is, but I just forget. He's gone at that point. Oh, look at him go. And that's it, he's gone. And Voldemort died and was never seen again. End of story. Ah. That's what I'm saying.
What happened down in the dungeons between you and Professor Quirrell is a complete secret. The whole school knows.
Wow, you killed a teacher, Harry. Nice work.
Know why Professor Quirrell couldn't bear to have you touch him?
Because he's a child. And he's a teacher, and that would be inappropriate. I don't think this is mentioned in the books for quite a while. I don't think it actually matters.
Wins the House Cup.
Hey. Like, I don't think they win every year. They definitely don't win Quidditch every year.
Feels strange to be going home, doesn't it?
I'm not going home.
Not really.
Not really.
Because this is his new home now. It's really nice. So, like, this is his home. When he goes to, like, Dudley's house, that's just a vacation. Like, he's going away on holiday to get bullied. Bye. I'll see you in a couple of minutes for movie 2. As much as they all seem to hate Harry, they still... Hey, don't eat back there. They still harbored him. They still gave him a home. They still fed him. They still clothed him for like 7 years. Like they helped. No, it's like almost 18 years. Sorry, I forgot when he was a baby. Like they still did it, even though they all seem to hate him. They still did it. Like they're still family.
I belong in your world, a Hogwarts. It's the only place I've got friends.
Did he smile? Did he just sniff that sock and smile? Is Dobby in defeat? Oh no. Like, you see that moving? Harry's first instinct is like, I need to stop it, I need to like take it back. But his first instinct should be to go back upstairs. Because if he is nowhere near it, then there's no issue. Look at that.
Hiya, Harry.
Oh, his voice has dropped.
Get your trunk.
Yeah, both of their voices have definitely dropped since 10 minutes ago.
By the way, Harry, happy birthday.
It's weird how the Vernon... What is their name? Vernon Dudley? Yeah, Dudley. It's weird how the Dudleys don't want him here, like, at their house, but also don't want him to leave to go to Hogwarts. Like, they just don't want anything to do with him, but they don't want to get rid of him. They don't want to keep him. Like, that... Like, one or the other. Like, I feel like if I didn't like Harry, I would be okay with sending him to Hogwarts. Because I don't see him for, like, 8 months of the year. I don't know. I don't get it.
Your sons flew that enchanted car of yours to Surrey and back last month.
Surrey?
Did you really? How'd it go?
Those two as a couple is it's fantastic. They have such good chemistry. Like, it's just amazing.
But Harry's never travelled by flu powder before, Mum.
Oh, will you go first, Ron, so that Harry can see how it's done? Yes.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
You
grab a little bit of the thing and you go diagonally. And then you go diagonally. It is crazy in this store that there are just books everywhere. I feel like the majority of people would go into that store and be like, I can't take it. I can't take it. And they just want to leave because if they touch anything, everything's going to fall over. So he picks up one book. And I'm pretty sure you see he puts back 2. Like, they have a shot of it. Like, he's holding 1. Yeah, he puts 2 back. Yeah. I'm pretty sure in the book, those 2 get into a fight. And then they start making out, and it's like a really weird, like, tangent that JK went on. Some of that story is a little bit fake. Also, though, they went for it. Like, they actually went straight at it, and then they toppled over. That was good. In this movie, like, we could see the wall right on the side there. But I'm pretty sure in the next movie, it's like ages away from anything. But I could be wrong. Wow, look at that old brick. Oh, that looks great. Or the stone, sorry. That stone looks great. That stone walkway.
I will be writing to your families tonight, and you will both receive detention.
Oh, that's really mean. She writes to Ron's family, and then she writes to Harry's family. She puts them both in an envelope. She writes down Ron's address, and then she looks at Harry's address and goes, well, Harry doesn't really have a family. Oh.
Who here can tell me the properties of the mandrake root?
It looks like a little fat child.
Or mandrake firmly? You pull it sharply out of the pot.
Hey, I was right. Duct tape can't fix that.
Eat slugs.
You okay, Ron?
Oh my god. Oh, don't look now if you're a little bit squeamish.
Say something.
Oh.
Let's take him to Hagrid.
That's horrible.
He looks awful. He really does look bad.
Chamber of Secrets has been
Been
opened.
opened. Enemies of the air, beware.
beware.
I feel like any sane person would be like, obviously Harry Potter didn't do it. He is the chosen one. Like, Harry Potter and his two best friends. There's no way that they've written that in damn blood and hung up a cat on the wall. Like, what? Anyone who's actually blaming them that they did this is just dumb.
You've murdered my cat.
Oh, I forgot.
So unlucky I wasn't there. I know exactly the counter curse that could have spared her.
But how would she
Yeah, nah.
Ferroverto.
Knowing that that is a human, that's going to be
That
crazy.
needs replacement.
Also, I just want more of this. Like, I just want more of them learning stuff, you know? I don't know. I feel like that's a niche subject, but I just want to be in the world of Hogwarts.
Harry's got himself a rogue bludger. That's been tampered with, that has.
Oh, stop it.
No! Even with a proper one, it's too...
I love that he's like, yeah, I'm going to help Harry with this basically 2 wands. Does have the faster broom. It's also kind of like not good that you can bring your own brooms to the Quidditch match, like, because then it basically means that you can buy your way into the team like Malfoy's done. Even if your skills are average, but you have a faster broom than anyone else, like, they're probably going to be on the team.
The Chamber of Secrets has indeed been opened again.
Again?
And it's crazy that it's
Chamber of
right
Secrets
there.
has been opened before.
And even like in the books, in the movies, they're literally making the potion to find out where the Chamber of Secrets is, and it's literally right there.
Maybe.
And like in the books, I'm pretty sure they do this for months. Like the potion takes like 2 or 3 months to make, I think.
I'll get rid of it for you.
Allow me, Professor Snape. Volate ascendere!
It even says ascend in the spell, you know? It says ascendie. Ascend means up. I think it's a really good idea of Dumbledore to just let Harry be Harry. Like, just let him be a kid. To not, like, press it on him that he's literally the only choice of, like, saving the entire world. And all the teachers as well, they don't treat him like he's the one to save us all. They just treat him like he's another kid. They don't give him any special treatment. Here's another fact that I know.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
In the Polyjuice potion, whatever hair you put in, it'll change the color of the potion if it's done right. And when did you just go for another sip? And when they put Harry's hairs in like the 7th movie, it turns like pure gold, I think. I've read the books like 4 times. Okay, don't at me. Okay. God. Okay. Another thing, the dungeons are actually underneath the lake. So in the common room and in like the dungeons, if you look up, it's all just like blue, I think. Or like you all have a blue or green tinge in the area, in the dungeons, because the lake just shines through. I think that's real. A real fact that I made up. I'm kidding. That's such a cool effect. Come on. They put on the cloak, and the cloak's like not perfect until it's all together, and there's like still, you can still see the cloak until like the very last moment where it all just disappears. Oh, so good.
You will find that help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who ask for it.
It's a good quote. Like, we're here to help. You just gotta ask. And I'm so glad he amends that saying in like the very last movie. And he has like this other quote as well. It's just so good. Like those 2 quotes at the very like last movie. I just can't wait. I can't wait till I get there and I get to see them again. Because he amends the quote to be like, to those who need it, we're just here to help. Like, you don't have to ask, we're just there to help. And it's just, oh, so good.
But we spiders fear above all others.
Fear above all others? What spiders fear? I'm sure like a boot or a newspaper would be enough.
Was
Justin must have seen the basilisk through nearly head to Nick. Nick got the full blast of it, but he's a ghost. He couldn't die again. Had the mirror.
How do they unpetrify nearly headless Nick?
In case it came along.
Like, he was frozen. Does he come back, or is he just perpetually frozen now? I've never thought about that. That's maybe why he's not in any other movie, is because he's dead. Do they unpetrify a ghost? Is there ever a moment that you're not crying? Jeez. Grow up. You died 50 years ago. Like, I feel like I'd get over it after about like a decade, right? Then you just move on with your dead life. Like really? You're still crying. It's been 50 years, my guy. My girl.
Jenny! Oh, Jenny, please don't be dead. Wake up.
It bothers me so much. It bothers me so much that they're so brazen with their wands. Like, their wands are their source of power. And as we just saw, Harry was just like, woo, and then just dropped his wand. Like, he didn't put it away. He just went, ah, I don't need this anymore. Ah. I wonder what thought goes through Harry's mind of like, I'm just going to stab this book.
Damage a silly little book.
You know what I mean?
Especially
what logical conclusions has he jumped to get to that point of like, stab book, book die?
What do you do?
I also think Tom here sort of gave it away. If Tom was like, just continued on without an issue, then Harry wouldn't have done anything, I'm sure. Ugh. There he goes. Damn, defeated for a second time. Imagine that. Imagine being killed by an 11-year-old and then being killed by a 12-year-old. Absolute loser. Oh, this bit, oh my god.
More closely.
Harry, don't do it. No, don't grab it by the blade, Harry. Ugh. I assume it's magic as well, so I assume it's razor sharp. So Harry just went and then just cut all of his hands up. Like, they're all gone. I assume it's magic as well, so I assume it's razor sharp. So Harry just went and then just cut all of his hands up. Like, they're all gone. Father! He was gonna kill Harry! If he had actually killed Harry just then, series over. Movie over, series over. Voldemort wins. You could just tell from this first shot that something's different. Like, the director's changed. It's no longer the same, like, the same movie franchise. Like, we've grown up, boys. We're doing it. And he's meant to be 13.
Shut up! Shut up!
This is quick. I don't remember it being this quick. Like, he's already getting angry. He's already... Oh, it's just, it's so good. Like, experiencing... She's in the background there. After years and years of experiencing, like, all the stress and the abuse that they've given him, eventually he's going to run away. I don't think he would have stayed there for another 4 years if he didn't have to. Also, be prepared. These movies get so much darker. And now I'm not talking, like, in terms of tone. I'm talking in terms of lighting. Already, the first two movies combined have not been as dark as this shot.
Take her away, Ian.
Yeah, take it away, Ernie.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride. I wish we saw it again. Oh. I wish we saw this bus again. I just think it's really cool, and we just never see anything this related again. I wish it turned up in like the 5th or the 6th movie. Be like, hey, you want to take the night bus to Hogwarts? Yeah, sure. I've never seen that before. Did you see that? The guy had the thing and he just went whoosh and it's gone. Oh, that's cool.
I broke the law.
The ministry doesn't send people to Azkaban for blowing up their aunt.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna happen quite a bit, right? They're kids, like, and they need to control all the kids under the age of 17 until they're like actually ready to use the spells. And I'm sure it happens like all the time in this world.
Harry, wonder if I might have a word.
Yeah, sure.
This shot is just so amazing. I love shots that just don't end, like they don't cut. And we have kept with this shot for like a decently long time already. And now they're going to continue. And in every shot, we've got Sirius Black on the left-hand side, and they come closer, and he's still there, he's still always in frame. This is probably one of the best shots in the series for me. Oh, look at that shot. Every shot in this movie, it's just so good. Oh, he absolutely killed it with this movie. I'm not gonna stop saying it. Oh, and before I forget, I'm pretty sure every single year at Hogwarts, they take a different route to get to Hogwarts. Like, the first years always go through the lake. I don't remember what happens in the second year, because we never see it. But they take the carriages in this one. And I know later on they take an open carriage, pulled by the Thestrals. There is a big focus. Yeah! Do you remember what I said? Like, they hit the Whomping Willow, and then there was like a castle wall. I'm pretty sure I said it in the last movie commentary. In this one, the Whomping Willow is like ages away from anything.
That's not possible. Ancient runes is on the same time as divination. You have to be in 2 classes at once.
This entire movie is Ron just going, hey, how did she get here? That's a view. Oh, look at that. This entire movie is Ron just going, how did she get there? How did she get there? She wasn't there before.
Neville, will you join me, please?
This is a really good thing, which actually shows that he's a really good teacher, because he's taken probably the most nervous person, and the person who thinks least of himself in the class, and putting him to the forefront and actually showing him he can do this thing. Just, it shows how good of a teacher that he could have been if he just kept for a couple of more years. Hermione rocks up, she's like, what is it going to be? And it's just a test with like a clock next to it and the timer's run out. Like she's missed a question.
Don't go search every painting in the castle to find the fat lady.
Also, I do need to mention, as unfortunate it is to have the other actor for Dumbledore pass away, I don't think he could have done this movie and any other movies after this. I think it was a good change to switch to this Dumbledore, this actor for Dumbledore, because he could actually do the role, like the more physical role of like moving around, casting spells, things like that. I don't think the actor that did the first 2 movies was able to do that. I think he was a little bit too past his prime is the word I'm going to use.
This is very advanced magic, well beyond the ordinary wizarding level.
I'm sure.
If I was a wizard,
Now,
right?
the spell I'm going to try to
Okay,
teach you is...
I feel like
No? Well,
I would need to know the
so this
Muggle
is a
world
kind of
and then move
positive
into the
force
Wizard
that
world to
wizard
know what
will
I'm
conjure
missing
on.
out on.
It works something like a
That
shield
way,
with
I
an
would study as much as Hermione does, because she comes from the Muggle world and she's like, this is really boring. The Wizarding world is where I want to live, and has all the cool spells and stuff. The reason why Ron doesn't work at it is because he grew up in that. He grew up in the world, so he doesn't know what he's missing out on in the Muggle world. So if I did come from the Muggle world and go to the Wizarding world, I feel like I would be like Hermione, and just like read as much stuff as I can about every single spell I can, and just like practice as much as I could. But because Ron is born into that world, he doesn't know any different, so he's not going to try.
You foul, loathsome, evil little cockroach!
Hermione, no! He's not worth it.
I'm sure Expelliarmus would hurt, right? It would hurt being done from like 10 to 15 meters away. But if you go right up to the neck and you go Expelliarmus, that's gotta hurt way more, right?
Blimey, what was that?
Oh, it's so good!
Ow!
It's so good! It's them in the future! Ah!
Are you going to kill me, Harry?
Yeah, like as I said before, I'm sure if you put the wand right up against his head and go Expelliarmus, I'm sure something's going to be knocked out of his head.
I did my waiting! 12 years of it! In Azkaban!
It is crazy that, like, Lupin doesn't have a clock. Oh my god, that's a good transition. Lupin doesn't have, like, a note on a calendar to say, hey, take the potion now. take the potion today. Like, he didn't take his potion, so now he's turning into a werewolf.
Expecto Patronum!
Oh, it's good. It's not enough. It's like, you've got Captain America's shield against an army. Like, eventually this is going to hit your legs and you're going to go down. The shield's not big enough, Harry, is what I'm saying. Crazy. And it's Harry for the future! This little thing... I love the slap. This thing is great. However, like a lot of the stuff in these movies, they use it once and then it's never referenced again. And it's just like, like really? Like really? We can use this again. This is an insane piece of technology that we can use in future movies. And it's insane that the school was like, yeah, let's give this to a 13-year-old. Like, give the power of time to a child. Albeit a smart child who eventually works in the UN, but a child.
What are you doing?
Saving your life.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Now we're on the other side and we're seeing Hermione actually do the things that we saw her do before. So good. I'm so happy with this movie. I think he knocked it out of the ballpark. This is fantastic.
Expecto Patronum!
That's good. That, you know, that works. You know, like, that's the one. Insane. Absolutely incredible.
Well?
He's free. We did it.
Did what?
I suppose he can't ask, because then it might meddle with time.
How did you get
And
there?
he doesn't want to know,
I was talking to you
because then he'd
there.
become complicit.
No, you're there.
Complicit?
What are you talking about, Harry?
Complicit?
I know. Honestly, Ron, how can somebody be in two places at once?
Yeah, it's like magic. This is the movie where things get super dark. Like, the last movie was like a testing the waters sort of thing. Like, you step down into the pool and you're in the shallow end and you're like, okay, I can handle this. And this movie, we dive right into the deep end.
Works with me at the ministry. This strapping young lad must be Cedric, am I right?
Yeah, he is. I really feel like Robert Pattinson is a great actor, but I think like the start of his career, he didn't have that many roles that sort of fit him. That'd be so much fun. It's also a real shame that we don't see the Quidditch World Cup. I understand why we don't see it, but it's like, there was such like a thing we could have watched and experienced, and we just didn't. Well. We don't see any of it. We don't see any of it. Not even like a tease. You know what? Alfonso Cuarón would have given us the Quidditch World Cup. They would have just he would have given us like a play-by-play of everything, and it would have had like cool shots, cool tracking shots. It would have been amazing. Damn. Can't believe there was that shot in a Harry Potter movie. She's so tall. look at Dumbledore.
Professor Dumbledore.
Professor Dumbledore.
But you know, Monsieur Agri.
That was good. We actually saw him move the plate as well. I've never noticed that. He moves the plate so Hagrid thinks it's still there. It's not... Just those small things that really get me.
Which of you can tell me how many unforgivable curses there are?
3, sir.
And they are so named?
That should be like a red flag immediately. It's like your new teacher walking into your classroom and being like, alright, have you ever cut open a human before? Because that's what we're going to do today.
Longbottom, is it?
So what I was saying in the previous movie commentary is I said that Lupin was a really great teacher because he took Neville and was like, this is like the weakest, the most nervous kid in the class, and he raised him up and he was like, hey, you can do this. Comparatively, Moody has taken Neville and has sort of dragged him down a little bit.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
I have issues with this. Okay, firstly, in the books, Harry really hates this time because he just wanted to sit back and watch with his friends. It was the first time that he actually get to just live. But instead he's forced into this.
He's a cheat!
You're not even 17 yet.
How is no one on his side? How is everyone like, yeah, it's Harry Potter's fault. He's the one that did this. He is clearly the enemy of Voldemort. He is like the one person that's going to save everyone. Like, he is the chosen one. And no one believes him? Like, no one's on his side to be like, okay, I don't think he actually did it. I'm pretty sure it must be an evil plot or something. He's also saved the school. He saved the Philosopher's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets. He's done 2 things already to help the school, and no one believes him.
The rules are absolute.
And my second issue with this movie.
Goblet of Fire constitutes a binding magical contract.
Binding magical contract.
Mr. Potter has no choice.
No choice at all.
He is a Tri-Wizards champion.
Okay, that's great. That's fine. I understand that. However, if we don't want Harry to compete, why don't we just let the 3 people go and compete in the Triwizard Cup, and then just Harry stays at the starting line. Harry never goes into the maze. He never starts running the 100 meters. He just stays there, stands there, does nothing. That way he's in no danger and he can still be protected by all of the teachers. But instead, we're like, no, Harry, you go with everyone else. You go with the other 3 people and you participate as well. Like, after that, people have got to be like, okay, we don't blame you anymore. There's no reason that anyone would sign up for that willingly. Like, if they didn't have to, or if they didn't want to, there's no way anyone would do that. Dude, been in that situation. Oh, he's so hot. Oh my god. It just came out, I swear. And I think I might ruffle a few feathers here. I don't think that's the dress for her. He looks pretty good though. He looks pretty dapper. It's a pretty good clue. And he looks happy with himself. So he's returning the favor. It's good. It's good. Really good clue. I have no idea what those liquids are though. Would all of those liquids, all those different colored liquids, combine together for a clear solution, a murky solution, or like a brown solution? You know how sometimes when you combine stuff together, all the colors just like mix and it just becomes brown? Would that happen with the water? If it's like red, blue, yellow, it just becomes brown? This test is not going to be very enjoyable for the viewers. Also, the next test as well, they don't see anything. Everyone sees the contestants go into the water, but then they need to wait an hour, and then everyone comes out. It's the same as the maze as well. Like, they just sit there, they watch the contestants go in, and they watch them come back. Like, it's not very good to watch, I guess. It's also called the Black Lake, so I assume you can't see to the bottom. Ah, oui, oui. Ah, baguette, baguette, I hope you're okay. Yikes. Alienating my French viewers. That's a smart idea, man. Oh, no.
Instead, we'll face something even more challenging. You see, people change in the maze.
I really liked this part in the book, because in the book, Harry needs to learn spells to help him out in the maze. Like, he learns this compass spell, Basically, he puts his wand on his hand and he's like, Compasio or something. He says something, and the compass points like due north, or whatever way is north. And I think that's just a really neat spell. Ooh, doesn't Cedric go down here? Yeah, he does. Oh, and there's this amazing choice. Like, there's this shot of Harry that we're about to see, where he's like, he's got a choice of literally just finishing the competition or saving a friend. And then he turns back and he saves him. What a guy.
You saved me, take it! Together!
If he had just taken it. If he had just taken it. Oh my god. But it's like his incessant need to save all of his friends and like to help everyone is actually what caused his downfall here. Or Cedric's death here. Do you think he needs to eat? You think Voldemort needs to actually eat food? Do you think he cares what he eats? Ooh, just like a snake here. I'm shocked that that wand is still a wand. Like, as soon as Voldemort died, well, maybe they wasn't able to find it. As soon as Voldemort was destroyed and, like, left, I assume the first person to realize it was his wand would have just went, like, snapped it, and would have just broken it. So he couldn't use the same wand again.
Harry, take my body back, will you? Take my body back to my father.
Oh, I can't. I'm gonna tear up at that Amos bit where he sees his dead son, and I won't be able to stop myself. Don't. Can we just skip the bit, please?
That's my son! That's my boy!
Alright, let's move on. Back to the jokes.
Do you think we'll ever just have a quiet year at Hogwarts?
No.
No. I've seen every film, read every book. You don't have any quiet years. No, you really don't.
Where is your mum? Where is your mum, Potter? Is she dead? Is she dead?
Is this funny to them? Is that funny? Like, they are cracking up laughing at him. Also, let's please note, Harry has cut his hair. Harry has found scissors to be able to cut his own hair. And it's great.
Oh, Diggory boy, last year, did you expect him to let you go wandering around on your own? Good lord, boy.
Yeah, with that, she has no magical powers. So, basically, he is undefended. He is undefended. If Voldemort, I don't know why I'm saying you know who, he's not real, Ben. He's not real. If Voldemort ever finds out where Harry lives, that's it. Like, he is dead. Because he's got no protection. Like, there's no one of magical qualities there to defend him.
Tonks, for God's sake.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her. Forgot she was an addition to the series in this movie. And then she dies in the 8th one. And then we never... Like, I don't think there's any situation where we see her again.
Don't call me Nymphadora.
Yeah, her powers are never explained either, are they? Like, she can just change her form, and that's it. Like, she can change her hair color at will. She can change her face. I don't know. Never explained.
After all, I'm the one who saw Voldemort return. I'm the one who fought him. I'm the one who saw Cedric Diggory get killed. Harry,
Thought we heard your dulcet tones. Don't bottle it up.
Harry started to like rave on about like, why haven't you looked at me? Or like, why haven't you talked to me? And I started to just tune him out, and like I looked to the left slightly, and then he just appeared, and I was like, ah!
Matters are, after all, under the control of the Ministry of Magic. You were suggesting that the Ministry had ordered the attack on this boy.
She plays that job so well. I saw her and I was like, I don't want to watch this movie because she's in it. That's how good she is at playing the bad guy. Just congratulations, she did a fantastic job. Oh, the Thestrals. I remember this. They can only be seen by people who have seen death.
Killing itself, like always.
Did Harry watch his parents die as a child? Because if you're introducing Thestrals into this movie, because he saw Cedric Diggory die last movie, didn't he watch his parents die as a child, like as a baby? So shouldn't he always have been able to see the Thestrals? Because I remember last movie, or maybe it was the movie before that, they came in on carriages. And I'm pretty sure the carriages were pulling themselves as well. I could be wrong, but wouldn't he have been able to see them then?
I'm sure you'll all join me in wishing the Professor good luck. As usual,
Wait, come on. Someone's talking. You don't... What? Why are you eating? Like, someone is talking, someone's like, hey, I'm making a speech to the entire class to start the year. And she can't wait another 5 minutes. Really? Really?
The Daily Prophet's been saying a lot of things about you, Harry. And about Dumbledore as well.
What, and your mum believes them?
Well, nobody was there the night Cedric died. What's going on? He's mad as what's going on.
You're gonna blame
Harry?
Harry? He is the chosen one. He is literally gonna be the one to kill Voldemort. And you're gonna believe the media. Like, really? Really? Everyone's heard the legend of Harry Potter and how he destroyed Voldemort. And when literally the boy who lived is like, look, Voldemort's back. Literally someone has died. A child has died. And no one believes him. And the media's like, nah, we don't like this Potter character. We don't trust him. We don't trust him. We gotta trust in the government. Bro, really?
Your previous instruction in this subject has been disturbingly uneven.
It's not their fault. The first guy was Voldemort. The second guy was a fake. The third guy was real. The fourth guy was a fake.
I want you to write.
I also don't like this one because Harry just doesn't talk to Dumbledore. Like, he doesn't talk to Dumbledore because he's like, oh, he's so busy. She got a photo of the Minister of Magic.
For as long as it takes
That's a
the
little
message
weird.
to sink in.
I don't have a photo of my boss on my desk. That's a little weird. So yeah, that's another reason why I don't like it, is because he doesn't go to Dumbledore for anything. I would consider this a form of torture on children. He's 15 at the moment. This is torture. So he should just go to Dumbledore. Basically just go to Dumbledore, say, I must not tell lies. Boom, done. Get this teacher out of here. Or at least limit her interaction with the class or something. But no, instead of that, he just allows it to happen, and then it starts happening all across the school. And yeah, I get he's under the influence of Voldy at the moment. Like, Voldy and him are having a little bit of a connection. You know what I mean? So his thoughts are being influenced. I get it.
Dear Padfoot,
Where's the stones?
you're all right.
Weren't the stones there before?
Winter is definitely on the way.
Like, they walk out the thing and the stones are right there where we saw Buckbeak get chopped off. I guess not chopped off. Also, another thing is they do this thing. Like, they do this thing to skip through scenes and explain the plot. Not a fan. Not a big fan of that. It's basically you are basically telling the audience what's happening and not showing them what's happening. I feel like they could have done it in a little bit of a better way, because those news flashes are just not good enough. Could have done it better.
And he killed a basilisk with the sword in Dumbledore's office.
It's true.
How do you know that?
Fought with about 100 Dementors at once.
And last year he really did fight off you-know-who in the flesh.
If most of that was just luck.
Yeah. I kind of
I
agree.
was doing half the time. I nearly always had help.
Yeah. It's not just him. He's always just situationally, he knows what's going on and he's just good in the moment. It's not like he's thought out or planned anything.
He's really back.
Again, I would just look up at the giant Bible of all spells and I would just be trying to learn everything I possibly could. You're telling me I can create light from anywhere? I can just go Lumos and I have a light? Lumos. So that's amazing.
Come on, Ron.
Come on, Ron.
Come on, Ron.
I thought that he just didn't even bother going to the other side. He just walked in, was like, I'm not meant to be here, then walked back.
Oh, thank goodness. Next we need...
Look at me! What's happening
Chills.
to me?
Chills. Look. Look, you don't have parents, so they weren't able to tell you about the birds and the bees. Please sit down, Harry Potter. I need to tell you.
What I'm really trying
Look
to say
at
is
that tie.
I believe you.
That tie? About that big. What is the point of wearing a tie when it is that big? What are you doing? What are you doing, Seamus? What are you doing? Oh, look at that guy at the back. His hair's just like... Pfft.
You seem to be laboring under the delusion that I'm going to... What was the phrase? Come quietly. Well, I can tell you this.
Like a little rat. That's Flitwick, right? I'm glad he lost all of the crazy hair he had in the first one and actually, like, dyed it. I'm glad. He looks much better. Oh, look at that wand. Oh, what is that wand? Oh, I know what that wand is.
Well, what is Dumbledore's secret weapon?
Let's move on.
Do something! Tell them I mean no harm!
I'm sorry, Professor. I must not tell lies.
Oh, what a line. What a line. Great comeback. Fantastic. Maybe this movie isn't so bad. And I'm pretty sure Neville has the same birthday as Harry as well.
Sirius?
So it could have been either Neville or Harry. And I would have really loved to see that alternate series where Neville is the main character. Neville Longbottom and the Philosopher's Stone. What happens in that movie is Voldemort comes back because Neville doesn't fight anything. It's just the whole movie about how Neville is failing all these classes. See, I want to see more of this stuff, of like actual duels and fights and stuff, you know? Oh, is he fighting two? Oh, that's mad. It's crazy how it's just like that, and he's done. Oh, this is the best duel of probably the entire series. I will confirm that after I watch the next 3 tomorrow. But this is a really good battle. Oh, even the camera angles. Oh. Oh, the sounds. Oh. So good. So good. Amazing fight. Amazing fight. Because it's like, someone does something, then someone needs to counter it, and then they attack back. Yeah. Really, really grand display. Very good fight. That's sort of what uplifts this movie. This and like all the training scenes they did in the Room of Requirement. I think those are the 2 big things from this movie. Everything else I'm going to just take or leave, honestly.
He's back.
That's what I've been saying!
My mum always said, the things we lose have a way of coming back to us in the end. If not always in the way we expect.
I mean, a quick Accio will get that down. Don't even worry about it. Oh my god! I just realized we're in a magical world, and Filch has no magical powers, and no one at all helped him put up all of the boards that said, like, Inquisitorial Squad or whatever. He had to manually go up a ladder and hammer those in. No one helped him do it. They could have just went, like, Levitatum Posterium. Something like that. And then the poster just goes, and puts itself up. No one helped him. He had to do everything by hand. We're almost done. We're almost done. We've only got 3 left. I'm going to finish the series today. That's crazy. And I'm also sort of, like, okay with it. Like, I'm not I'm not just out of it like I was with the Paranormal Activity franchise. Because I suppose things are actually happening in these movies. We might need to call the Avengers. Oh, whoa. Oh. Oh, they went to Ollivanders and grabbed a few wands. They should have grabbed so many more. Like, they should have just went like, I'm gonna take all of these wands. Can't we see his shoes as well? Like, his shoes are just there? Yeah, aren't those his shoes? Like, right in front of the couch?
Well, I must say you make a very convincing armchair, Horace. I fear I may have stolen a wondrous night from you, Harry. She was, truthfully, very pretty.
Yeah, she was okay. I mean, she was at work, so she does get, like, a few extra points. Because nobody tries to look cool at work. Or, like, beautiful at work. And if you do, what are you doing? Especially in retail. When I worked in retail, I didn't care what I looked like. Am I ever going to see the person who's ordering a double Big Mac at like 11 o'clock in the morning? No, I'm never going to see that person again. Who cares? Don't smile. You were just thinking of another girl. You were just thinking of a muggle girl. And then you're like, you look up and you're like, oh wow, is that Ginny? Wow.
I was only wondering when Harry got here. Harry who? Harry Potter, of course.
How many Harrys do you know?
Sort of lost it last week. Said Ginny and I had no business going back to Hogwarts. It's too dangerous.
But like, wouldn't they be more secure, protected by, like, at Hogwarts Castle, protected by all the spells and enchantments, plus all of the, like, 10 to 15 teachers that have had years of experience teaching kids? Like, I'm sure they would be much better suited to protecting all of the kids than just, like, your mother and father who know, like, Expelliarmus, or, like, just the general basics, you know?
Names?
Professor Flitwick, you've known me for 5 years.
No exceptions, Potter.
It's the tiny jokes like that that make a movie. Like, it's just funny. I know my commentary is not that good, but it's just funny.
He's covered in blood again. Why is it he's always covered in blood?
Looks like it's his own this time.
Looks like it's his own this time.
Sorting out urges us all to be brave and strong in these troubled times. Easy for it to say, though. It's a hat, isn't it?
It's a hat, isn't it?
Every day.
Also, going back to my earlier point, they also have auras. Like, patrolling the castle, patrolling the grounds, things like that. So the kids are even more protected than they would be at home.
I would think you would want to fill it with potions. The Slughorn is perfectly happy to accept new students.
Brilliant. Well, I'll head there straight away.
Oh, good.
I love it so much. I said it earlier in, like, I think it might have been yesterday or the day before, in one of my other movie commentaries. But I love it that they don't treat Harry Potter like he's the chosen one. They just treat him like another student. Like, they're like, hey, you want to be an Auror when you grow up? Do this class. Like, you need to do this class. It's so good. Hey, so you see this kid?
Don't.
This is my girlfriend's boyfriend. I'm not kidding. She really likes this actor. And hey, if you're watching this, you know you do. This guy actually grows up. What's his name? His name is really weird. It's Hero Fiends Tiffin, I think.
And if you had a shred of self-respect, you'd hand that book in.
Why would you hand that in, though? You wouldn't hand it in because the book is actually teaching you how to do the class, like, as the book is meant to. And if he just reads the book, then he knows how to do the recipe, which is the whole point of the class, right?
Good luck today, Ron. I know you'll be brilliant.
Oh, doesn't she have, like, a tragic ending as well? Like, in the final movie? Doesn't she have, like, a really bad ending?
Given the circumstances, I've had to make other arrangements.
But I love that system. That's such a good system. It's so cool. Like, you don't need to physically put the book in its shelf. You can just hold it where it's meant to be, and then the book will just go up and put it in its spot. It's such a good idea.
She's only interested in you because she thinks you're the chosen one. But I am the chosen one.
See what I mean? It's so good when people are like, no, stop being an idiot. You're not the chosen one. You're just the guy. You're just the dude. Oh, maybe don't choose Luna, though. Oh, well. Too late now. Oh, those are nice. That's got to be annoying, right? Eventually. R&L? Remus Lupin? The werewolf? Oh my god, it comes full circle. She's like, oh, I want to be a werewolf, just like my celebrity crush, Remus Lupin. He's a werewolf too. For anyone that doesn't know, she gets bit by a werewolf in the final movie. And then she's become a werewolf. She gets bitten by Greyback, I think.
I mean, to make an unbreakable vow.
Oh my god, you have a complete choice of your hair, right? We have settled that in the 4th movie. You can change the color of your hair. You can change the color of your face. You can probably change the color of your face. You can change your facial features. And yet you choose to have that hairstyle. Are you serious? Dude, this is cool. It's a cool situation. They've pulled everyone out of the house, and now they're fighting in amongst the reeds, so no one can see each other. Like, if they just get 1 kill here, that's an incredible advantage for them. I mean, the Death Eaters. If they just go, like, Avada Kedavra, get, like... Even if you get Ginny, then it's still, like, a really bad morale breaker for all of your... For all of the Order of the Pheonix. There are spells that fix stuff. Why can't you just, like, put it out? Like, if you put out all the water, can't you just, like, Reverso Ramundo or something? Like, revert everything, all the burn stuff, back to its original state? Like, we fixed Harry Potter's glasses, like, 3 or 4 times. We fixed that house earlier on in this movie. Can we just do that for a burn house? Extremely quick thinking on Harry's part here to go find a... Bozo? To go find a bozo to save his friend. Yeah, so you get the bozo and you chuck it down his throat, and apparently it sucks up all the poison.
Quick thinking on your part, Harry, using a bazaar.
Oh, bazaar, not a bozo. A tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. The morning rain falls on my window, and I can't see it all.
4 years ago, when you saved Ginny Weasley's life in the Chamber of Secrets, you brought me this.
Do you think JK had the entire story planned out from like 1 to 7? Maybe not 1 to 7, but like 2 to 7? Because I'm sure she just wrote the first book and was like, hey, this is pretty cool. And then after the second one, she was like, okay, maybe I should make an entire plot for the series. So from like 2 to 7, she knew the entire plotline of like, there's going to be 7 Horcruxes. This dude has done all this stuff. It's all prepped. It's all planned. This is one thing that I've always had the question for, is he tries to put the water into the bowl here and then scoop it out, but then the bowl's like, nah, you can't do that, man. That's not good. He doesn't think of anything else. He doesn't think of like...
Aguamenti.
Puts the water in the bowl, he can't get any out. Oh, that's weird. What about using like the water spell on the cup itself? And you could just go, what about using the water spell on your hand? Like, you could just go, hey, Dumbledore, here's some water out of my physical hand. What about Dumbledore opens his mouth and you go, Aguamente, and then it shoots out water? Like, there are so many other options, but Harry's just like, oh, it's not working in the bowl. Let me go to the lake. But you're a wizard, Harry. And he just doesn't get that. And that's, yeah, annoying.
Done things that would shock you.
Oh, like cursing Katie Bell and hoping that...
Oh, this bit. I have a story about this bit as well. When this movie came out in cinemas, my family went to watch it. And my brother was sort of like young at the time, and he didn't really understand his like bows and stuff. So he ordered like a drink, he drank it, and towards the end of the movie, roughly here, he's like, hey, Mum, I need to go to the toilet. And Mum's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. So my brother and my mum get up out of the cinema and leave the room. Like, leave the cinema room. They're not able to watch this bit. My mum and my brother end up not seeing this scene. So when the movie's over, they come back after the scene's ended, the movie's over, we all leave, and we have to explain to Mum, oh, yeah, Dumbledore died. Like, Mum skipped the entire death scene. It was just like, it was so perfect.
Avada Kedavra.
Just like that. Just one, like 2 words, and he's dead. And also, like, this earlier on in this movie commentary, I kept going on about, like, oh, Hogwarts is so safe. Hogwarts is incredibly safe. There's all these people there. And then the Death Eaters literally just, like, walk in, kill Albus Dumbledore, and then leave.
I never realised how beautiful this place was.
Yeah, I know. I've been saying that for movies now. Like, oh, this place is incredibly beautiful. There's mountains and lakes and stuff. And everyone's just, like, ignoring it. There's no one just looking at the scenery. Like, I would be looking at the scenery. I'd be looking at the tower every single time I go to sleep. I'd be like, damn, that's a good view.
Will continue to defend your liberty and repel the forces that seek to take it from you.
This is a lot to take in.
Remain
strong.
Strong.
This is nuts, though. This is insane. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Obliviate.
Damn it. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I wonder if those memories can ever come back. Like, once this is all done and Voldy's dead, can she go back to her parents and be like, hey, I'm your daughter? Yeah, I think they need a little bit more... Because in the books... in the books, they had, like, this really touching scene where, like, Dudley's asking, like, why isn't Harry coming? Like, why isn't he coming too? Like, he's sort of part of their family. It was really nice.
Oh, also a werewolf.
Can I ask a question? If a pregnant woman takes the Polyjuice potion and becomes Harry, what happens to the baby?
Wait till you hear the news. Remus and I...
That's what I'm saying. Ugh. Look at that one. So because of Snape's betrayal, I guess.
Is no one else back?
They were on us right from the start, Molly.
Yeah, so Snape had to betray them so he could keep his suspicion, like, really down low. Like, he's on the Dark Lord's side. He's on Voldy's side.
Mad Eye's dead.
Mad Eye's dead. Mad Eye's dead. He's dead. Mad Eye. They never really show that. Like, Hagrid always has enough headroom, but they never really show him, like, actually struggling to stand up in a room. That's cool. I think even in the first movie when he walks in, he just ducks under the doorway and then he's good. Okay, I've got a story to tell. I didn't know who Ed Sheeran, or what Ed Sheeran looked like when he started releasing music. So when I watched his music video, I think it's for Lego House. Maybe it's for something else, I'm not sure. But Rupert, the actor for Ron, was in that, like, music video. So I thought that Ron was Ed Sheeran. But then at the very end of the video, it was like, they see each other and then they walk past or something. And then I was like, oh wait, that's not Ed Sheeran? So for a very long time, I thought that Ron was Ed Sheeran. Which is it's a mistake I'm sure many people have made in their lives. So yeah, back to my very first movie commentary. If he had caught it with his gloved hand, snitches have flesh memories. If he had caught it with his gloved hand, the snitch wouldn't have, like, triggered that flesh memory thing, right?
The Ministry has fallen. The Minister of Magic is dead.
Crazy how, like, 2 seconds ago, he was like, yeah, here's all these items. 2 seconds later, dead. Like, he was literally just killed and, oh my god. Killed and then just replaced immediately.
Yes, but did you ever see it? Was it in this house?
Filthy mudblood, Deathy doesn't come in the arm.
I don't like that table. You see that table's, like, curve? Tables are meant to be straight, and he was, like, holding it here, but the table was actually up here. Just weird. It just bothers me, that's all. If I try to put down a bowl, I'm gonna worry that it's gonna, like, fall off. It's gonna start sliding. Stop!
My father will hear about this.
I don't care, sit down.
They have flesh memories. When Scrimgeour first gave it to you, I thought it might open at your touch.
That should immediately, like, trigger something. Of being like, wait, I didn't catch the first one. I almost threw up. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's been, like, 7 years and I'm just gone crazy. Like, maybe he wouldn't remember that specific detail of, like, he didn't catch the snitch, he almost threw up. Like, he caught it in his mouth.
You do realize I'm going downstairs, don't you? Got them all. To interrogate your wife.
What am I going to do? My wife's all alone downstairs. How do I stop it raining?
Try Pheonix incantatum.
Why isn't this, like, common knowledge? Hermione knows all these spells. Like, hey, try this. This might work. But then these are adults working in the department of, like, what is it called? Ministry of Magic. Why isn't this, like, common knowledge of, like, Pheonix incantatum stops continuous spells or something? I feel like the majority of people only know, like, disarming or attacking spells or, like, I don't even know. Oh, it duplicates itself? That's really cool. Still, like, people are scared and afraid of those, whereas, like, one person could just be like, get rid of them, all of the noises. Or something. That's a spell.
It's Harry Potter!
It is, isn't it? This will be fun to tell the kids.
I love it. Ron's going right in on the, What happened to everyone else? The Dementors didn't go for any of the people already in the room? Yeah, Ron's going right in on the roleplay aspect. I would hide your face as much as possible. You are priority number 1 for everyone in the Ministry of Magic. You need to, like, you have a hood, not a hood, but you have, like, a thing around there. You could just, like, flick it up and look down. Like, that's it. That's all you need to do. See? He's just standing there and, like, letting people look at him. If he just flicks up his collar and is like, and lets maybe Hermione lead in front, he can just, like, follow along. Like, hold a hand and just, like, follow along.
It's Harry.
See?
Harry Potter.
You could stop that. It doesn't need to happen.
In the Chamber of Secrets, you stabbed the basilisk with the sword of Gryffindor. Its blade is impregnated with basilisk venom.
There's only one problem, of course.
Stolen.
Yeah, I get the sword was stolen. I don't like this bit. I don't get this bit. Like, I understand that Ron is always, like, the third wheel. Harry's the chosen one. Hermione's the really smart one. And Ron's just there. But this feels really forced. Like, they are fighting. Like, Ron has definitely signed up for this. He signed up to try and kill Voldemort. He was like, hey, I'm willing, I'm happy to help find all the Horcruxes, kill Voldy.
Well,
It's definitely the locket that's, like, altering his mind and saying, hey, blah, 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 blah. But the expectation should be, hey, you were a little bit angry at the moment, take off the locket, maybe that'll help. The locket is seriously, like, the issue, and they all just ignore it for this fight. Speaking of getting rid of it, take it off. Yeah, see? Exactly. Mine is the only one with smartness. Smartness? What am I saying? Logic. Like, I understand you're keeping it on to keep the locket safe. You have a Horcrux, you should probably keep it safe until you have a way to destroy it. Put it in your pocket. Maybe put it down on, like, the table. Like, just in a general area where everyone can see. You don't need to wear it. If Ron comes in at this point and he's like, I'm back, guys, and then he sees them having, like, a blast without him, he's gonna leave again. He's gonna leave and probably not come back. Ooh, isn't there, like, a really, really long shot here? Like, it holds for a little bit too long. This shot. It holds for a little bit too long. Like, uncannily long. Like, it's... Yeah, that was a really long shot. You could have cut that a little bit earlier. Maybe cut, like, 10 seconds off that. Reduce it to only 5. He is a crazy person to not call Hermione over. Or not even take off the locket. I'm pretty sure the locket's what almost kills him here. Come on, 1-1. Hey, very nice work. What would be even more badass, right? Hear me out. If he goes and in the final fight to Voldemort, he's got all the items, like all the Horcruxes on him. Like, he's wearing the ring, he's got the book on his, like, on his body somewhere. He's got the locket on. He's holding a cup. He's like wearing the tiara. Like, how cool would that be? If he's like, yeah, I literally found everything and I broke everything. What are you gonna do?
As for the third brother, Death searched for many years but was never able to find him. Only when he attained a great age did the youngest brother. He then greeted Death as an old friend.
So there you are.
If he lived a
Those
full
are the
life,
Deathly
he
Hallows.
was like, you know what? I'm done. I think the invisibility cloak's probably the best one. Because the wand is cool. Like, it's a... You can be... How do I phrase this? You can have the strongest wand in existence, but it doesn't matter if, like... What if I only know how to do Expelliarmus? Then, like, oh, cool, my Expelliarmus is, like, twice as strong. But I only know one spell. And also, I assume it doesn't take into strategy either. Like, you could have a moderately strong wand, and you can be moderately strong and still beat the person who has the Elder Wand, because they just, like, slit the throat of the last guy. Resurrection Stone's useless. You can just, like, turn it thrice in hand, and then you can just talk to someone. Not a fan. Invisibility, though. I could go into so many stores and just, like, yoink stuff. I could, like, go into a convenience store and take free Chupa Chups.
Dobby?
Ah!
Are you saying you can operate in and out of this room?
Of course, I'm an elf.
I find it insane that Voldemort has to fly over. You know what I mean? Like, when he calls him, Voldemort's like, he gets a text message and he's like, okay, I'm gonna head over. But instead of just teleporting into their mansion, or teleporting outside, he literally flies over, which, like, is what takes him so long to get over. Ooh. This is in this moment, right? Dobby gets, like, 420 no-scoped. Yep. And she knows. She knows. She just no-scoped one. She's about to get a kill cam. What a cool place to finally rest, you know? We're about to go into the final movie, boys. We're about to see the finale of the Harry Potter series. Hey, Voldy, take us out, buddy. Yeah! Hell yes. Oh, the Dementors. Oh, they're just like circling the school. Oh, that's incredible. That's giving me real Death Stranding vibes.
I need to get into Gringotts. Into one of the vaults.
This is impossible.
They also said it was impossible in the first movie, but then I remember them looking at a piece of paper in the newspaper that said Gringotts has been broken into. And then Hagrid was like, Gringotts is incredibly safe. Like, your money is like always secure there. However, there's always Hogwarts. Like, that might be more secure. But then in the same movie, someone tries to break into Hogwarts. And, like, they almost get to the Philosopher's Stone. So I don't really trust whatever the little goblin's saying. Little goblin man.
And what do you know about the Deathly Hallows?
It is rumored there are 3.
One of them is a wand made of... Oh my god, what a callback. One of them is made... It's 2 inches long, it's made of rat's tail, and it's made of plywood. Imagine if that was the Deathly Hallows. That was the, like, what is it, the Elder Wand? That was it?
Would you mind presenting your wand?
I most certainly do not understand.
I'm afraid I must insist.
How did no one see that wand? That wand was sticking out like a sore thumb.
Imperia!
Alright, so Ron has just redone the Imperio curse on the goblin. I hope that Ron can control the goblin and make sure he gets out safe.
It's been trained to expect pain when it hears the noise.
That's barbaric.
I was gonna say I agree, but then it's also made up, so... Nah. I'm not gonna get angry or try and protect a made-up dragon, okay? I got bigger things to worry about. I got Voldy to worry about. Okay, that is so much more dangerous. Okay, come on, Ron. That is so much more dangerous than just one. Oh, Harry, okay. If we're talking like, if I touch something and it turns into one other thing, that's bad. But if you touch something and it turns into 5 other things, that is so much worse. It will start just like explode exponentially. So look how fast he's going up. Oh. Look at it, it hasn't flown in probably decades. Oh, look at it go. Easy. Just like riding a bike.
I trusted him.
That's a boy, Sans. A boy who goes chasing Horcruxes on the word of a man who wouldn't even tell him where to start. You're lying to yourself as well. That's what a fool does. You don't strike me as a fool, Harry Potter.
I like this way. He's like pushing him to be better. That's good. I like that.
I'm not interested in what happened between you and your brother. I don't care that you've given up. I trusted the man I knew.
It was only a few words, and that's fine. He's like, I don't care that you've given up. I need to do this. Like, it's like, this needs to be done. I don't care. Can we just get to this? Can we get down to business? Can we get to work?
There's something we need to find. Something hidden here in the castle.
Okay, it's hidden.
It may help us defeat you-know-who.
Could help us to defeat you-know-who. It's great.
What is it? We don't know.
Don't know what it is.
Where is it? We don't know that either.
Don't know where it is either.
I realise it's not much to go on.
That's nothing to go on.
Nah, nothing at all.
Well, there's Rowena Ravenclaw's lost diadem.
Oh, bloody hell, here we go.
Come on, Ron. My guy. Just entertain her for a thought. Come on. She's got an idea. Let's go for it. No one else has any ideas. Oh, this speech. Oh my god. There are so many good speeches in this series.
Here.
I guess this is like a really good moment of like... Oh. I got something to say. I spotted Goyle. I didn't see Crab. There is a reason that Crab is not in, I think, 7 and 8. Like Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2. It's because of this. Yeah, he's not a very good person anymore. I don't know what he was doing or what he was thinking.
Tell them how it happened that night. Tell them how you looked him in the eye. A man who trusted you and killed him. Tell them.
It's good. Okay, watch this. I'm sure this is like you've all seen a gif of this. But when Snape flees, he knocks down the 2 people behind him. So they can't fight back. Watch it. It's quick. Yeah, see? They just got knocked down. And now he's gonna leave. Yeah, it's so those 2 other Death Eaters couldn't help. And now they're both out. It was very quick. Oh, we saw it.
I want to destroy it.
Pretty convincing. Look, I would be really, really scared of how many people like he's brought. But I can't see anything. It's way too dark. I'm not kidding. If I look on the left screen, it's just all black. I can barely make out a few heads here.
They never learn.
I'd be really impressed of like what I'm looking at here in Hogwarts. But again, it's all black. I can't see anything. Oh, beautiful. Why? What is the point of burning down the Quidditch pitch? Do you hate sports? In your new regime, are you going to get rid of the NFL? Man, what the heck? Well, like, with the explosions I can see. Can I ask? Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. Can I ask, why do they... So they shot up one giant circle, right? They put up the giant dome like in The Simpsons. Why don't they just like make mini domes as well? Like to protect individual areas of Hogwarts, rather than just having one giant dome. Does that make sense? Like, so you can slow down their attack to give Harry more time. Yeah, doesn't Goyle literally just cark it? Like, he literally dies. He falls into the fire. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is the moment. Yeah, and he's just gone. Slow down. Like, I don't think brooms need to go 100 kilometers an hour all the time. They can break. You can stay in the same spot. You did the right thing. You saved him. Stab it. Oh, what a combo. Oh, the triple kick. The triple combo, very nice. Oh, he knows. How many are dead now? We've got the book, we've got the ring, he's killed the diadem, he's killed the locket, he's killed the cup, that's 5. What am I missing? Isn't there 2? Like there's 2 more? Or maybe there's 3 more with Harry. So there's the snake. What have I missed? I feel like, okay, book, ring, goblet, tiara, locket.
It's the snake.
Snake, Harry.
Actually, it's the last one. It's the last Horcrux.
Oh, okay. Oh, so there wasn't 8, there was 7. Okay, thank God. I thought I was going crazy. I read those books 5 times and I can't even mention all of the different Horcruxes he made. Jeez. Another small thing as well. During this fight, they go through all of the different things they fought throughout the movies, I'm pretty sure. Like, in the first one, like, they get attacked by a troll first. Good shot. They get attacked by a troll first, then spiders, then dementors, I think. Yeah, so the troll attacks them first, indicating the first one. Dong. And then a couple of spiders come on over. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she had not a good life. Oh, poor girl. Oh yeah, and then Dementors, here we go. Man, Dumbledore 2 is pretty strong. Evil or not, it's not a good way to go. Being attacked by the most evil person in the world, and then bit to death by a snake. Not a good way to go. And I'm not going to show his love of Lily, because I'm gonna tear up if I do that. So I'm gonna skip over it. In the commentary, I mean, I'm actually gonna watch it. I'm not gonna put it on camera. Nah, Ben, you gotta cut. You gotta cut. I'm gonna cry. So he's just figured out that Harry's the last Horcrux. He's got a little piece of Voldy inside of him. Voldemort needs to kill it himself. Which I don't know why that happens, or like why that works. Like, why does Voldemort have to be the one to kill it? Like, can't Hermione just go like Avada Kedavra and kill him, and then it'll kill the thing inside of him? I don't know. I don't know. I just work here.
I'm ready to die.
And it opens up, and you see the Resurrection Stone. It's tiny, by the way. So many bits in this movie make me want to cry, but it's also like, I think, the second worst movie. The worst movie being Deathly Hallows Part 1, because there's just so much. It's very, very slow.
Why are you here? All of you.
We never left.
Okay, no, editing. Ben, you gotta cut. You gotta cut. I can't. I'm actually tearing up. I gotta cut. I can't do this. Oh, this is the bit with Dumbledore. Oh my God, another couple of great quotes that he can spit out to us before the movie ends.
I think if you so desired, you'll be able to board a train.
And where would it take me?
On.
That's maddeningly unhelpful. Maddeningly. Let's move on.
Help will always be given at Hogwarts, Harry, to those who ask for it.
Oh, this is it.
Amend my original statement.
Please do. Please do, Dumbledore.
Help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who deserve it.
Oh. Deserve it? Well, you're not going to help the undeserving? It should have been those who need it.
I'll be going now, Harry.
Professor?
Oh, but this one's so good.
Is this all real? Or is it just happening inside my head?
Of course it's happening inside your head, Harry. Why should that mean that it's not real?
So good. What a phrase. Just amazing. Just amazing.
Well, Neville, I'm sure we can find a place for you in our ranks.
I'd like to say something.
If I was Voldemort right now, I mean, you can see he's angry. He's trying to compose himself. But he could just go Avada Kedavra. This is... I'm in control. You don't get to speak. I'm in control. Does that mean he survived the killing curse twice? Oh, people are literally just leaving. I mean, how are you supposed to kill the guy who's literally survived the killing curse twice? Ooh, he's diving. Oh, don't they, like, do the darkness thing? Yeah. Oh, and don't they become one person? Oh, show me that. I want to see that. I feel like his... Oh. Whoa. That's freaky. But I feel like Voldemort's, like, flying thing should have been much bigger. Like, twice as large as anyone else's. Because he's just so much stronger than everyone else. Here we go. And this is it. The culmination of 8 movies worth. It just doesn't affect him. Oh, Neville to the rescue! Oh, very nice work. Oh, again, you can tell this is different. Okay. And there we go. 8 movies worth of Voldemort's terrorization. Bye, Voldy. It was nice while it lasted. Not for all the people that died, but it was nice watching all these movies 8 in a row. It is crazy that there isn't like a party going on right now. Like, I get everyone's just going through some stuff and like they're all tired. But it's crazy that like no one's cheering, no one's celebrating. Everyone's just like, ah, yeah, what a fight. Yeah, what are you doing next Saturday? You want to hang out for a little bit? Like, people clapped and cheered when Hagrid came back from Azkaban. And now the literal most evil person in the entire world is now gone. And there's not one person clapping. Like, Harry just saved everyone. And no one's patting him on the back. No one's going, very nice work, Harry. I always knew it was you. Ever since that sorting hat touched your head and it said Gryffindor, always knew you were the person. Not a single one is saying that. Everyone's just like, oh, this apple juice, this is so good. Oh, Madame Pomfrey, let me get some more of that.
The one never belonged to Snape.
No, because Draco...
It was Draco
disarmed
Dumbledore that night in the astronomy tower.
So then it belonged to Draco, and now Harry disarmed Dumbledore. Harry disarmed Draco in their manor.
The other night, when I disarmed Draco.
Exactly. He literally ran up, I hope I have a clip of it, he ran up and literally just yanked it off him to disarm him. Hours upon hours. Whew. And it's over. With a little asterisk, of course. There's always an asterisk. 19 years later. It is insane that he's not like a mega celebrity at the moment. Like, no one is saying, hey, thanks for killing Voldemort 20 years ago. I have had a great life since. What a series. 19.5 hours, ladies and gentlemen. We are done. Holy cow. Thank you so much for watching. If you are sitting here after this marathon video and you've watched the entire thing, subscribe. I bring out movie commentaries every single month. At the time of this recording, I'm at 925. Probably going to revisit this video in a year, see what I'm up to, see how I'm stacking up, how I've done over the year. That'll be pretty fun. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a fantastic time. I know I had. It took me 19.5 hours to finish all 8 of these movies, and I'm sure it's taken me over a month to edit this. And all of the individual movie commentaries along the way as well. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. If you want to see more from me, here is a link to all of my movie commentaries. And down here is going to be, I don't know, just the best suited video for you. I really can't choose at the moment. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.